Now it's time for Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Hopefully enjoying lots of burritos and having lots of fun.
I just got 3 texts about lacrosse, by the way. So,
That's right.
Like 3 people just texted me personally to talk about lacrosse.
I'll make it 4.
Panther City's no longer playing, Kevin, unfortunately.
Oh, well, how can that be?
Because
this is the fastest growing sport in the universe.
Man.
Back to you, Alex.
Do you think it's because we didn't support them enough?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Okay, for Extra Forgiveness Friday, I'm sorry, Panther City, that we did not support the team more.
I forgive me.
Okay.
That sounds kind of easy. It's time for Masterpiece of the Week. We're going to revisit some of the wild, wacky, odd, and oftentimes very concerning things said on this very program, and I highlight that because I get plenty of DMs about timestamps from other shows, and trust me, I see them, and I go back and listen, and I do put them in my library if they're useful. But they do not qualify for this segment. So please keep sending them. I appreciate it.
Good
because
man.
Then I've got ammo for if anytime somebody tries to cross me the wrong way on another show. I've got ammo.
Holy
Telling
crap.
you, dude, silent assassin, bro.
Exactly. I've got ideas. But I do have a tradition as well. Picking on people who are not here to defend themselves. And we have 2 of those people that meet those qualifications. Of course, it feels like every week this time of the year. Mickey Spagnola or Eric Chiafalo.
Ooh, go to Eric Chiafalo because Mickey is turning into the Shohei Ohtani of Masterpiece of the Week. You can always count on him to give you something one way or another.
He is, but I also feel like in moments exactly like this, Eric is trying to give me content. He said this.
The girls got crazy with it today, and I was like, you know what? Fine. Because that means I just get to kind of lay here.
So I'm very conflicted.
Yeah, me too.
Because that is clearly a hilarious thing that you just played. However,
We also saw him get in trouble once talking about.
yeah.
So we don't want to get him in any
Shut up,
more trouble
Paige.
in life. Yeah.
But this was about his daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm hesitant to laugh too much, though. Clearly, the way you've cut it
knew.
up is tremendous.
He knew after he said it what happened, and he knows this show. He listens. He knew exactly what was going down.
All right.
I like it though.
He enjoys it just as much as we do, I promise. Mickey.
You should You should go ahead and mark that out.
You know I don't do that. Actually, I do have an entrant from myself this week because it's not super incriminating. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Anyways, I don't want to play this one after you said that because it ironically kind of segues. Mickey said this.
Just when you think you're deep, then you suffer an injury and it's like, oh, not so deep anymore.
Yeah, that happens. Dude,
What the hell is Mickey doing on these airwaves,
here's what's
man?
great about this is in real time, Kevin could not get to the button fast enough to tell Alec to mark that. I watched it happen in real time, and I was right there with you because I heard it too. And you can go back and watch the video. I smiled real big when it happened, but Kevin was like, "Oh my gosh, I got to make sure we get this one." And you know, injuries do happen in those moments.
Like
what moments?
Cramp up? You ever cramped up before? It's the worst for you.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
I had to keep going, though.
Yeah, you got to fight through it.
Cool.
Hydrate.
All right. Well, I feel like I have the power to move this in a different direction, but Mickey is not going to allow me to because he said this.
There's more to it than just the package, right?
Dude, you're so right. He is.
I'm telling you, man.
He is the Babe Ruth of this.
Unstoppable. And it wasn't until you guys pointed this out, because I remember the first time you were like, Mickey's here, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
But now that you said that.
It's like every week he gives us like 4 or 5 of these, and we got to pare them down.
I feel like he's secretly in on the bit, and if we ever ask him, he's gonna deny it. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm at, I'm in the locker room talking to players. Then I can't listen. I don't know what that is." But he knows. He has to know because he has at least one entry every week. It amazes me. Corey,
Chiafalo's proud of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Corey, we're gonna pick on you because we have a lot to pick on this week. Most of it from one segment, but we're gonna start with this.
That's really far. I'm only 15.
Okay. I don't know what I was talking about.
That is not good.
Yes.
That is not good.
Was I only 15?
Well,
Crap.
When did you start dating your wife?
oh, jeez.
We were 18. No, I was 17 whenever
Okay.
we started dating. Yes,
Okay, thank
and
God
she
for
was
that.
17 as well. She's like 3 months younger than me.
Okay.
So yeah, we're good.
Corey, does it make it better or worse when I tell you that you said that during a live spot for Freebirds?
Oh, oh yeah, that's right. Because my buddy. He went down to A&M where Freebirds originated. I'm going to say that was the first one I ever heard of. So in my mind, that's where it originated. And he was like, "Hey, I got this gigantic burrito," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I want a burrito." And he wouldn't give me a burrito. And he wouldn't even let me have a bite of the burrito. I mean, because
you're only 15?
he was like,
is there an age limit for
said,
eating a burrito?
No, he said you have to go down there and get your own.
Oh.
And he said until you do that, I'll never let you have a bite of a burrito. And I was like, fine, but I can't drive because I'm only 15.
Yeah,
Didn't have a hardship.
sure. Well, Kevin,
That sounded like a fake explanation.
you know, we have kind of like subgenres for Masterpiece of the Week.
Yes.
And I just love when Kevin makes a very profound point that you can't confirm or deny, but he totally stands on it. He said this.
You
Those are the
make
two
the
things.
best cow noise.
That's true. I did not know, Corey and I have known each other for 19 years. It wasn't until, the last year that I knew that he had an epic cow noise.
Epic at that.
It is true.
It is.
It is.
You've heard it. It's
I
tremendous.
used to speak to the cows on the ranch, to get them to move out of the way.
He used to
That's
speak
how
to
I
the
learned
cows.
it. Yeah, we had to communicate. Stuff like that.
Can you hear the bass in that? That's
I know.
really good.
There's a lot going on there. I did say that I had something from myself, and again, I'm only playing it because I don't think it's anything crazy that's going to get me in trouble, but I feel like it's a valid point. You should not be trying to pay your bills off of the Little League World Series.
That's a good ass point. So
I think that's just a good definitive thing to say right there.
I had a writer at the newspaper, sports writer, and we asked him one day if he had a gambling problem.
Oh.
Because it seemed like he might have had a gambling problem. And he said,
I don't have a problem with it.
yeah, no, he said, I don't have a gambling problem because I never lose. And that just felt like the start of a story that then you see him living on the streets and you're like, but how did I get here?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's that moment. So, yeah.
That's me.
Don't gamble on the Little League World Series.
That's right. And Kevin,
Openly.
that's fair enough. Fair enough, offshore. Kevin, you have another entry for where you're just making a very profound point, and I don't know what it means.
It kind of sucks when you're being a pilot.
Hold on, what was the rest of that?
I don't know.
That's it. You literally had a 2.5 second pause after that.
You hate pilots. That's wild.
No, I love.
No wonder you're always trying to call the female pilots pilots.
Okay, so hear me out on that.
That was
There's
stupid.
a time, remember they would be like, oh, he's a comedian, and then she'd be like, she's a comedian.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, well, why don't they call the female pilots pilots then? Why don't we do that? It was the same thing that would get me confused in high school sports. Because you got Plano East, Duncanville, you've got all these different schools that have the Panthers as their mascot.
And the Pantherettes.
And yeah, but at one of the schools, they would be the Lady Panthers.
Uh-huh.
And at another one, they would be the Pantherettes. And you're like, we can't get some sort of uniformity on this?
Everybody's trying to be different, bro.
Pilots are great. I appreciate that they got me back from Germany alive.
From the 321 pilot here, you better watch out on your next flight.
Do you think there are pilots that have really great personalities, but they're stifled at work, and every time they're like, we are 32,000 feet up in the air. If you look onto the right side, you'll see the Rocky Mountains. Do you think they're ever concerned that they, I think that's part of the job training, is you have to talk like that. And then they have their wacky flight attendant up front that's going to make the safety video fun.
I've heard some funny pilots before on those flights where they'll crack some jokes, and you're like, man, I wish I was actually listening.
Okay.
Instead of got my earbuds in.
Yeah, you're already watching old episodes of Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Somebody said I'm a pilot, and we do call them pilots.
There you go.
Next time.
Well, all right. We got time for maybe a couple more, and I'm going to warn you, Corey, this is all about you, and this is all from one segment and really like 1 30-second part of a segment. Corey, you said this.
I am your ideal woman, 6'8", 250 pounds of pure muscle.
I get it.
And that's how you make another great dominant center in the NBA.
Have you ever
True.
dated someone that could just kick everybody's ass? Because I see the appeal of just dating someone you're like, that's fine, she'll take care of it, and that lady would just beat your ass.
So I'm married to a woman that I know will go tell people things. You know, like if my silverware is dirty, it's like, this silverware is dirty, we need it fixed. You know, that kind of thing. Not Karen style, but just look, hey, we deserve the good quality stuff whenever we're paying the good quality money.
Yeah.
Huh, I like that. I'm writing that one down. And the last one before we vote real quick, Corey, but thanks for the PSA.
I cannot read and do not want to learn.
It sounded like I was reading that, so that's even weirder.
See, I like that. There's people in life who's like, I'm going to fix you. And this person's like, I don't know how to read.
Don't try to fix
and
me.
I'm not interested. That's a great one. Obviously, I'm going to vote for Corey at the age of 15 because this feels like a cautionary tale for us all.
That's really far. I'm only 15.
Yeah, this is very far.
First base is it, mister.
I'm voting for the 6'8" woman.
Oh,
Yes.
what a turn. Okay.
I am your ideal woman, 6'8", 250 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah, declarative.
Alec, I don't know if you should change your life or what you're looking for based off of this, but if you started dating a 6'8" ass-kicking woman, I think that would be the coolest thing ever.
And you know what? Because you said that, I think we have a winner.
I am your ideal woman, 6'8", 250 pounds of pure muscle.
You changed my mind. I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Thanks,
Gonna go
Mr.
out into town and try to find somebody that is 6'8".
It feels like at the gym is a good place to start, right?
There you go, yeah.